Get strong.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Kim here. Welcome back and welcome to the first workout in our Fit for Fall series. Today we're starting with a full body strength and the target today is going to be on our timing. I'm using 2 sets of dumbbells for this workout. Just for reference, I've got 12s and 15s, but grab what works for your body. I also suggest having a mat for when we go down to the floor. Go ahead, get everything you need, get all set up, and when you're ready, we'll get started. We're gonna warm it up to begin with, so let's take those arms, reach them forward and back, opening up the chest, starting to get some nice deep breaths in. Good. All right, let's take one arm and just reach it to the back wall. Nice big stretch, open everything up. Good, side to side. Four, 3, last one. Good, arms down and up. Good. This is stretching out through the back. Inhale, getting some movement in those shoulders. Three, 2, 1, circle it back. Big arm circles. Three, 2, and 1. Place your hands on your hips. We're gonna hinge forward, then push our hips forward. All right, we wanna open up the front of the body. Two more. Final one. Beautiful. Step it out into a nice big sumo squat stance. We're going to come on down, hands on the inside of those knees. Drop one shoulder and then take it to the other side. And then working at your own pace, alternating sides. Good. This should feel really good on that upper back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's shift it over to one side. Pull that toe off the floor and walk it to the other side. Good. You're gonna feel that stretch in the back of the thigh and the inner thigh. And as we lift that toe, we're stretching out our calves. Last 2 and 1. Bring it back to center. Walk those feet in and reach the arms up and down. We're gonna squat right here. Pushing the butt back. Good. Butt back, chest up. Five, 6, 7, and 8. We're gonna take our hands to the floor, step it out, plank here. Now tap those shoulders. Five, 6, 7, 8. Slow it down all the way to the floor. Release the body. Come into a nice stretch to the front of the body, into our abs, our hips. Exhale it down, toes into the floor, push into a pike position. Then take one heel down to the floor, switching sides. Two and 1. Step one foot forward, give me a twist here, and back to center, back to plank. Switch sides. We want to waken up those muscles and open up through the joints. Big breath. One more each side. Good, we're gonna step both feet together. Again, inhale it up, circle it back for 3, 2, and 1. Let's take those feet wider than hip width. We're gonna come down, take the elbows into the knees and just shift our weight side to side. 3, 2, 1, hands to the floor, walk it in. Again, inhale, exhale. We're gonna start our first circuit. The first exercise is going to be a squat. So I'm gonna grab my heavier set of dumbbells. Again, reference, I'm using 15s, I better check that. Yep, that's what I'm using. All right, so I'm gonna have those weights just on my shoulders, and then we're gonna squat and we're gonna count 3 counts down. So it'll look like this. We'll go down, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, press up, 1 count, okay? Get those weights on the shoulders, toes forward, 1, 2, 3, count, 1, 2, press up, down, 2, 3, hold. Good. Keep that chest lifting up, hold, and lift. 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, up, hold, push, 2, push, 1, 2, up, we're almost there, 2, 3, hold, push. Okay, shoulder press. I'm gonna lighten up. So same idea with the shoulders. We're gonna go up for 3, hold at the top for 2, 1 down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, down, 2, 3, and release. 1, 2, 3, count, 2, 1, release. Release. Two, 3, count, 1, 2, down. Oh, nice. Okay, we're gonna go into a sumo squat. We're gonna hold that sumo squat and we're gonna be working our biceps. So the counts will be only on the bicep curls because we're gonna stay in that squat position. So take those toes out, come on down. 1, 2, 3, hold, 2, release. 2, 3, hold. Nice work. 3, hold it, 1, 2, down. Good. Taking that from the top. So I'm switching back up to my heavier weights. Get them up on my shoulders, squats first. Catch your breath, toes forward, 3 counts, right here, down, 2, 3. Nice work. 2, 3, hold it, and press. Back to shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Arms up. We're going 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, hold, release. You're almost there. Keep going. Hold and bring it down. Whew, biceps. All right, final exercise. We'll take a break. We'll move on to circuit 2. Good. Let's pick up those weights. Come into your squat. 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Release. Two, 3. Working those biceps. And oh, there you go. Take a rest. Allow that body to recover. Now's a good time to hydrate if you got some water nearby. Okay, we're moving on. Next circuit, we're gonna do some rows and lunges with press outs. So just recover a few more seconds, about 18 seconds to be exact. We're gonna start with that bent over row, okay? I'm gonna go into a split stance. I'm starting with my right foot. The second round, I'll have my left foot forward. So same thing as the first set. 3 counts up, hold, and release. Grab those weights, here we go. 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, release. Up. Okay, pick up a lighter weight. We're gonna lunge with our right leg, so take it behind you. Okay, we're gonna come down 3 counts, and then we're gonna twist, press, and up. Here we go, down, 2, 3, turn, press, up, down, 2, 3, turn, press, up, twist, press. Good. 2, 3, twist, press. Whew. We gotta do the other side. Left leg back. All right, weight at your chest. Down for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Turn, press it out, and lift. 2, 3, twist, press. Whew, 1. Okay, pick up those weights for the rows. Remember, we're gonna switch what foot is front. So left leg is gonna be in front. We're hinging forward at our hips, chest to the floor. Here we go, 1, hold it, release, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, release.
Bring the baseline back around again.
Back to the lunge. Get that weight right at your chest. Right leg back. 3 counts down. Here it is. 2, 3, twist, press. Center up, down. 2, 3, twist, press.
Baseline back around again.
Whew. Other side, final one. Then we're heading down to the floor for our 3rd circuit. Let's get that left leg back. Good, shoulders back and down, belly in, drop. Whew. 2, 3, turn, press. You are almost done. Keep it up. 3, push. All right, another recovery. We're heading down to the mat. Whew. I'm gonna bring one weight down with me. I'm gonna go with a heavier weight. So counts are still the same on this one. We're gonna do a glute bridge with a skull crusher. So I'm gonna have that weight right at my chest. We're gonna count up for 3. So we go up, 3, 2, 1. As you hold, you skull crusher down. Okay. Grab your weight, right at chest. We're counting 3, right here. 1, 2, 3, hold that glute bridge. Release, 1, 2, 3. Place the weight on the floor beside you. We're gonna do a press down, so push up position. We're gonna press down 3 counts, lay flat on the floor, do a back extension, and then press up. So hands underneath your shoulders, come into your plank. Let's lower down. 3, 2, 1, release, push up. 2, 3, release. Flip back over. Whew, abs now. All right, legs are gonna start at a top position. We're gonna lower them down for 3 counts, bring them up, then touch the toes. Get that back on the floor, hands down, point, 2, 3, bring it up, touch the toes. Down, 2, 3, touch. Good. 1, 2, 3, hold, bring up and touch. Down. 2 counts, up, touch. Knees in, grab your weight right from the top. And I got a little surprise for you when we're finished the circuit. All right, we're gonna go through the whole workout, 1 set of 10 on each, and we're changing our tempo. 1, 2, 3, down, up, release. 1, 2, 3, down, release. Good, press. Squeeze. Weight to the side. Flip over for those push-ups. Hands under the shoulders. You wanna lock that belly in place, pull it in. We're pulling our kneecaps up by contracting our quads. Nice and strong through the full body. Drop it down, 3 counts, release, back extension, push up. 2, 3, release. Flip over, final one here. Get those legs straight up towards the ceiling. Good, pelvis pushing down, rib cage down on the floor, engaging those abs. Here we go, down, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, bring it up, touch those toes, down, 2, 3, hold, up, good. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and then I'm gonna take you through every single one of those exercises, 10 reps each. So the first one, again, those squats, 3 counts, 1 that we did at the beginning. Now we're gonna go to 2 counts, so it's down to up 2. All right, if you need a little bit longer, grab some water, grab your weights when you're ready. All right, I got another 5 seconds. We're gonna get those weights on our shoulders in 3, 2, 1, it's down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2. Halfway, 5 more. Last 2. And there it is. Whew, shoulders. Nice big breath in, get them up. We're gonna go up, 2 and down, 2 and 3, 2, 1. Here we go, up, 2, down, 2. Halfway, 2, down, 2. One more, 2, down, 2. I'm lightening up my weights for those bicep curls. Good, toes out. Come down into that sumo squat. Here we go, up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2, 3, 4, 10, and release. Going heavier for the bent rows. All right, this time we're just gonna hinge, so feet are pointing forward. Hinge it, we're going up 2 right here. Up, 2, release, 2. 6, 7, 8, and 10. Good. Lunge with the press out. We'll do our right first. Get that right leg back, 2 counts right here. Down to press, up, press, up. Three more. 2, down, press, and up. Last one. And up. Other side. All right, here we go. Down, 2, press it out, and up. Seven, 8, 9. You've got it, 10. Whew. Beautiful. To the floor. Glute bridge, skull crusher. Hands at your chest. Here we go. We lift. Up, press, release, push. Last 2, and 1. Bring it down, roll it over, weight to the floor, push up. So you're gonna go down 1 count right here. It's down, lift, down, up. Halfway, 5 more. Good. 4, 3, and 1. All the way, yes. Roll it over. Final exercise. You're getting a stretch right after this. Good. Touch your toes. Release those legs. Up. There's 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Oh, pull those knees into your chest. You did it. Great job. We're gonna do a stretch and I'm gonna start us in a child's pose. All right, if you need to grab some water, grab it. Join me on the mat when you're ready. All right, so we're gonna start with our knees under our hips, push our hips down to meet our heels, and then reach those arms forward. We're gonna drop the forehead down to the mat and just take a couple of deep breaths right here. Good, bring those arms around so we can get more of a stretch in that upper back and just let the shoulders drop. Slowly pull those hands so they're under your shoulders, lift yourself up, come into a tabletop position, belly in. We're gonna do some cat-cow here, so tailbone down to the floor, arching through the back, drop your head to the floor. Exhale, tailbone up, belly pushes down, chest pushes down, you look center, and repeat. Good, work with your breath. And down. Good, and then just do a little circle with those hips. Just really loosening them up. Add some movement into the back if it feels good, and reverse it. All right. Take those toes into the mat. Use your hands to push yourself up. Drive the tailbone up to meet the ceiling. From here, hold for one breath. Let the head hang to the floor. And then we're gonna drop our heels down. Full down dog. Look between your hands, step your left foot forward, coming into that high lunge position. Push your hip down. Inhale, exhale. Good, we're gonna do a twist here, so reach that arm up, hold, inhale. Bring that arm down, one more breath. Exhale back into plank, switch sides, hold in that high position first. And now let's do that spinal rotation up towards the ceiling. Good, and bring it down. From here, step both feet forward, and we're gonna lift it up. Exhale the arms down. Let's take those feet out nice and wide. Turn your heels out, toes in. We're gonna hinge at the hips. Bring the hands to the floor. Lift that tailbone. Good. Straighten out that back. Walk your hands over to one side. And let's drop one knee and get the knee right underneath our hips. Squeeze your glutes, push your hip forward. Let's get into the quads here. Bring an arm across the chest, stretch out the shoulders and the back. Good, release, other side. Really drop that pelvic bone down. Pull your belly in. Oh, beautiful. Hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, open up that chest. And release, shake it out. We're gonna come down into a seated position, take one leg, cross it over the other, and let's get into the glute. So pull that knee towards your chest, sit up nice and tall. Big inhale. And then switch sides. Two more breaths. And exhale. Good, release it. Let's sit cross-legged. Take a deep breath, reach it up, get nice and tall through your spine. Exhale it down. One more time. Big breath for me. Exhale it down. Bring your hands to your knees. You did a great job, guys. Thanks again for joining me. That's it for me. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.